I've been seeing tons of other YouTubers do this, so I figured, why the hell not? Let's do it. Hi guys, I'm Freya. Today I'm going to talk about how YouTube has changed my life with under 1,000 subscribers. Now, I'm not going to give you this whole glamorized perspective on how my life is just so much better with YouTube and all of that type of stuff, but I really want to tell you point blank on how it did change my life and how it is changing my life. Now, I actually have 3 different channels that I'm growing simultaneously right now. Keep in mind, I don't have that many subscribers. This channel is pretty much brand new. At the same time, I am growing 2 other channels. I have this one, which focuses around spirituality, healing, and witchcraft. That one I started to really focus on content creation about a year ago. And then I have this one, which focuses around beauty and hair. This guy I started at the beginning of this year. There's a couple different ways how YouTube has changed my life, even though I'm not making money on it and I'm not being monetized. First one is fear of being perceived. You know, I remember when YouTube first came out and I was in junior high and I saw all these influencers and these creators create these channels, and I watched them as I got into high school, and I always made jokes about, hey, I wanted to make a YouTube channel, I wanted to be in content creation. I just never followed through with it. The reason for that was being shy. Growing up, I was very shy. I never talked to anyone. You barely heard me talk. It wasn't until I was an adult where I decided to break out of my shell a little bit. But something with filming on a camera and hearing my voice and everything, I always felt self-conscious about it. For the longest time, even FaceTiming, I hated FaceTiming, making like little Snapchat videos. I hated doing that because I felt weird watching myself. I felt weird watching myself and talking, and it felt weird to me. With my content creation, I actually started on TikTok, and I started talking and making little videos here and there where they're just little snippets of me talking to get myself comfortable around the camera. Now, last year when I started my other channel, talking around the camera, it was very hard for me. Going from short little bits on TikTok, I found was a lot easier than making long form content. The reason for that is I am dyslexic, so speaking or like reading and all of that, it's very hard. I tend to mix up my words, or my pronunciation is wrong on words, and I always just felt self-conscious about it. I always felt self-conscious about my voice or how I was looking, and what it comes down to is the fear of being perceived. And that's what I find with a lot of people who I talk to who want to make content and who want to be content creators. It comes down to fear of being perceived. Once I was able to let go of that fear of being perceived, making videos have been so much easier. The second one is being in a consistent schedule of making content and being in the vibration of being a content creator and making that my full-time job. Now, the reason why I decided to make this is because I am pregnant, and being behind the chair and being a stylist, I can't work like I used to. One of my main symptoms of being pregnant is bad sciatica pain. So I can't do 8 to 10 hours behind the chair like I used to. Having to reduce my amount of hours at work, and I figured, you know what? I've had this calling for a while. Let's just do it. Let's just do it and see what happens. So the reason why YouTube has changed my life now is because I'm getting into a routine of sitting down and making content, and not only am I having not one channel on the go right now, I have 3 on the go right now, but it's really taking this seriously. You know, like, I have a little one growing inside of me right now. I'm going to be going on mat leave. Even when I go back behind the chair, I'm not going to be able to work as long hours as I used to. So how can I supplement my income online? And one of the main ways is YouTube. So having the mindset of this being my full-time job, and this being more of a job than it is of a side hobby or a side hustle of this and that, that's what really changed my life. It's no longer like, okay, I work 5 days a week behind the chair. It's no, okay, I work this many days behind the chair. This day I'm going to make a video. This day I'm going to make a video. This day I'm going to edit. It's really changed my perspective on life. Like I said before, fear of being perceived is everything. And sharing my voice and talking and even my editing skills. I've always had this dream of kind of being in the limelight, but I'm also very shy. So it's getting out of that fear, it's changing my mindset, it's going from this of who I used to be to this. And I know eventually if I keep up with this consistency in these videos, I will get monetized. You know, it's all with consistency on how this stuff works. Now I'm sure in the future, once I do start making money off YouTube, it will change my life in different ways. These are just very simple ways on how it's changed my life so far with under 1,000 subscribers and growing 3 channels simultaneously.